Don't worry, guys. If you make it out of here alive, I'm sending you to a much nicer place.
Oh,
wonderful.
That's nice.
That's
That's
nice.
nice. Yeah.
Well, it's from getting here to there. That's the trick.
That's the trick, yeah.
You'll be able to buy pants.
Wearing
I can
pants.
buy pants now.
Who needs pants?
You're going to be made fun of for your lack of pants. Anyway,
We have pants, don't we?
you have
We
thongs.
we are a desert people. We have pants.
Basically, what he's trying to imply is that if he does not get this mask back to this gentleman, then Odin's word is not worth really a lot.
that is fair.
Yeah.
Which is really bad.
Yeah, that's not
very
super
bad.
good.
Gotta
Get some bad Yelp reviews.
So it's like the word of Odin on Fate, Yelp reviews.
It's like
1 out of 5
great
stars.
food, great food. Stuff gets stolen though. Service is okay.
I want to imagine that just like somebody, just like there's a Yelp page about Odin, and there's just like internet trolls just writing a really bad review.
Just Odin can't keep an eye on one mask.
Oh.
He's only got one.
But by internet trolls, you totally mean frost giants, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely,
obviously.
100%. I'm just now
Like,
just
oh, this
imagining
guy's a total
frost
frost
giants
giant.
on the internet.
Okay. What was that, Sam?
The audience is cheering a lot for Howie. There's a lot of like really good ones. It's Howie, Wowie, Howie, Howie Zowie, Break the Douchador.
Door! Oh my god! Douchador, I love it.
Yes!
Oh, I want that on a
How many
shirt
people-
now.
Welcome back, everyone, to D20 Live. It is the last stream before our 2-month hiatus going into Anime North because Sam and I are, of course, having our first child. But it is not about me. It is about my players. Because today we are playing the Fist RPG in the world of Metal Gear. But let's introduce our players, starting at the bottom with Vangelis.
I'm so ready to unleash Fist into the world of Hideo Kojima and penetrate the lore with new and fresh ideas. Hi, I'm Chris. I'm Vangelis on the internet. I'm on YouTube mostly. I'm Vangelis Central on Twitch, and I broadcast one time. It was neat.
Up next, we have Tom.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tom from D20 Live in the 404s, and I'm excited to getting fisting with new friends.
Up next, we have Byron.
Hey everybody, it's Byron from D20 Live, and I'm looking forward to fisting your outer heaven, Mike.
It's going to be that kind of a game. And last but not least, we have Ben Briggs, who's joining us.
I was worried I was going to be the only one making a fisting joke. And
you're amongst friends
now, honestly, I don't even want to. I think everyone should be a little bit ashamed, including me.
So
my name's Ben Briggs. I'm a video game music remixer, and I throw parties at MagFest and stuff like that. And I play video games, and I'm a musician, and whatever goes on and on. I do too much, but this is my favorite thing to do: playing tabletop games online with cool people. I come back a lot here because Mike's cool as shit.
Thank you. So, in the spirit of that lovely note that you just gave me, I'm going to explain to you guys how this game happened. You see, during the charity stream, a list was made of the biggest escalators and the people who got things really out of hand during the Fallout charity stream last year. And while that was happening, I was searching through RPG books and found the Fist RPG. And one thing led to another, and here we are with some of the biggest instigators in D20 Live history, now playing... Shut up, Cumley and Sugmilla, you know what you've done.
Oh, did they put me on a list? These friggin' traitors put me on a list?
Term entertainers. Hey. Okay, escalators, entertainers.
I see. Anyway,
what did I ever do that was anything but the most chaste, yes-anding of a role-play scenario? When have I ever messed with Mike's plans? When have I ever raised my voice?
Yeah, when have we ever screwed around with your plans, Mike? Ever?
I don't know.
At all.
Other than all those other times.
Shut up, Tom.
Other than every time. Actually, you know what? Maybe we are the problem, guys.
You know, all these other folks were making fisting jokes, whereas I was just eagerly ready to play the Fist TTRPG system.
You know, there's a statistically
They did call it Fist.
There is a
They did do that.
High chance the developers are watching this stream. I need you to know that. They did find me on
Ask them why they didn't call it Finger.
Well, we were going to get sponsored at some point, but we definitely lost it now.
Or
I'm gonna get ghosted by another group again, or by another
or lovingly gentle
nobody
caress across the
something
cheek.
Fist. Nobody.
All right,
names
maybe
something
we should
Fist
show
without
what the
having a
system's
sense of humor about it.
You know what?
Before we start
This is gonna be
losing sponsorships.
This is going to be like R. Talsorian all over again, and they're just not going to take my emails. All right. Let's go.
I think they're chill. I think Fist is chill like that.
Well, their group's name is called Claymore RPGs. They're the publishers who made it.
Nice.
Look, you just need to relax around the fisting and you'll be fine.
Okay.
All you have to do is crawl over the claymore and you can pick it up. That's what I learned from Metal Gear Solid.
All right. Also, news and announcements before I forget. Though we are going on hiatus, a bunch of our long games are going to be concluding this coming month. So that's it. Let's get to the module. The helicopter's whirling blades are a thunderous drumbeat in the sky as the four of you tear across the Bering Sea inside the military helicopter. The cold, biting air is a crisp reminder of the danger of your newest assignment. After weeks of trying and failing, you are finally given your shot to join the latest Special Forces organization known only as FIST. However, let's rewind the clock a bit to a few hours ago to how you were welcomed into this organization. You are in darkness. Your hands are bound behind your back and zip ties are wrapped around your wrists as you are seated in a hard metal folding chair. As you struggle in the dark, a hot spotlight is put on each of you, nearly blinding you. From that darkness, a tall figure enters, though you can't make him out clearly in the light. He holds a manila envelope. Stitch tarantula, found conducting unlicensed medicine at an overseas military base. That's Byron's character. Ford Gremlin, pulled from a mental health facility in Newark. It requested that his emotional support brain would be brought with him. That's Tom. Rictus Sperm Whale, currently enjoying retirement from active service, found seducing a 4-star general to increase his pension. That's Vangelis. Invisible Rattlesnake, found stealing food in stop time by the Pentagon's Chrono Displacement Tracker Division. And that's Ben. Good day. My name is Commander Pliskin, and I'm the current head of the Foxhound Infiltration Strike Team, also known as FIST.
Pliskin!
You okay?
Yeah, that's in character. It's in character. I'm respectful.
Sure.
OOC, I'm respectful. In character, Pliskin.
Each of you have been recruited because you possess a unique set of skills and abilities. You've also worked in military operations at one point in your life, and you also requested to join us. FIST is a specialized division formed as a joint operation between the United States, NATO, and the EU. Our goal is to stop the spread of next-level technology that's being distributed across the globe at an alarming... God, Mike, talk! At an alarming rate. Now, do you have any questions before we proceed?
Poor Gremlin is struggling to raise his hands, but his hand is zip-tied behind his back.
Yes, you with the shoulder.
This mean I get to go outside the walls?
Yes.
I'm in.
Well, you're not actually in. You have to complete an inauguration mission to see if you're good enough to join our organization.
I'm in.
Okay, cool. Would you like...
Do you know Solid Snake?
No, I've never met him. I only know him by...
Do you know anybody who knows him?
No.
I love that guy. He's
Does
so
anybody
cool.
know him?
I know of Solid Snake. He's one of the most legendary soldiers who's ever walked the battlefield. If I could stick my tongue in his ear just once, that would make it all worth it.
Obviously,
when I go
we
in
all
the
wanna
padded
stick our
room,
tongues
he's
in
the only
Solid
person.
Snake's ear.
I don't think...
I
talked to him for 6 days straight in the padded room. I mean, he looked like a Lionel, like a stuffed animal of a snake, but I called him Solid Snake, and I talked to him for 6 straight days. The paramedics said it was a new record.
Tried to collect his eye once.
Solid Snake wasn't missing any eyes.
So nobody...
He's got an eye patch. Yeah, he does.
No, he was an optical sensor. The guy who was missing the eye patch was Big Boss.
Oh,
So you
that's
telling
less
me that Solid
important.
Snake?
No,
So
I'm
Solid
pretty
Snake was
sure he
cosplaying as Big Boss the whole time?
No, he was... Never mind.
I'm pretty sure he was missing an eye.
He was
at
not...
least one.
He was not missing an eye.
I think I know my Solid Snake.
I kind of look at Pliskin a little bit closely, and I'm like,
or anything.
look at Pliskin a little bit
friend.
closely. You some kind of Solid Snake nerd? Because frankly, you got nothing on him, pal. I know a lot about Solid Snake. You though, Pliskin, friggin' Kurt Russell ass, friggin' alias.
Listen, my name's not Invisible Rattlesnake for no reason. Okay.
That's a cool name.
Mike, are we in wheelie chairs, or are we like in chairs that have like four legs on them?
You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'll say you guys are in wheelie chairs.
Cool. I kick my legs, and I wheelie myself forward towards Pliskin.
He backs up, concerned about what you're going to try to do to him.
Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
God, is everyone else doing this? Are you all chasing Pliskin in your wheelie?
Yeah, we're all just I'm sidling up just out of habit.
Come here.
Stay still.
Rob Hagen says resubscribe. Thank you, Rob Hagen.
Thank you, Rob Hagen. It's just a group of you following or hiding in the shadows in wheelie chairs.
I mean,
anyway, would you like to know your mission?
Sure.
All right. You're going to be heading to Newport Royal, an island in the middle of the Bering Sea. You'll be flying in by helicopter to a boat near the island, where you'll be taken by Captain Servinsky. Your goal is to intercept the purchase of some nanomachines on the island from the island's boss, KIA Tasker. You can either infiltrate by pretending to be the buyer, by taking out the buyer, or simply, well, I'd rather you not go loud and just steal them outright from the manor. We have a map of the manor available to you, and you guys can see that on the Roll20 window. We'll show it to the chat in a minute. And I'll be on codec if you need additional support.
So it's going to be helpful if they have these giant numbers on all the buildings.
No, that's one building. That's his manor.
He puts numbers in his rooms? What a freak.
No, we did.
The old
did
the old numbered floor gag.
What? Ben? What the fuck?
Some kind of escape room ass. I've seen it all. Listen, I'm a veteran. I've seen a lot of this stuff.
All right, cool. Anyway, intercept the nanomachines and bring them back to the boat. The boat will take you back to the helicopter. Yes, Brain Boy. Fuck off.
Of us would die in a helicopter. Can we switch the boat?
Tom's camera froze just as he was about to reply.
So let's try that again.
Go ahead, Tom.
No, we'll take that. In character, he stops and like drools for like 30 seconds. I had a prolific dream that I would die in a helicopter crash. Can we switch to boat?
Well, you'll be taking the helicopter to the boat, and the boat will drive you into the island.
I want to join your outfit, but do you not have the budget to just have a boat take us there? Like, why are we flying to someone else's boat?
Do you know how big the Bering Sea is?
Don't you have a big enough boat? I thought this was an organization.
It is, but the big boat's using for something else. We have multiple operations.
Oh, for something else?
Yes.
It's used for something else?
Yes.
Oh, Solid Snake would have had a big enough boat.
He did, but it's belonged to me. It's not a matter. Shut up.
I heard he had a really big boat. I heard his boat was freaking huge.
Gigantic. I would have gotten on that thing. I would have ridden across the Bering Sea. I would have ridden to the North Pole and the South Pole.
So wait, are we on the helicopter yet or not? Out of character. I ask in character.
It's only if you guys want to ask more questions about the mission or Tasker or anything. If you don't care, we'll go back to the helicopter.
So we're going to a mansion and we're intercepting it.
Yeah.
You said his name was KIA Tasker. Does that mean he's from the Kia company, or is this some kind of funny bit?
I think it's a funny
Or is he already dead on arrival?
I don't know. You can ask him. Unfortunately...
You're an intelligence agency and you don't know?
All right, well, this is what we do now.
Solid Snake would have known.
Okay, well,
Solid Snake would have a dossier as thick as his dick.
I heard that his dossier was fucking huge. I heard that.
I heard his dossier would be something even I would have trouble getting my mouth around.
It was more girthy than long.
Yeah, I dare say
which
it was
is really where it counts.
I dare say his dossier was very turgid and erect.
All right, well, here's what we do know about KIA Tasker. He showed up 6 months ago on this island in the middle of the Bering Sea, and the island hadn't appeared there before. The United States military has tried to send several operations to the island, but every time they do, the island disappears. However...
This guy fucking Dracula?
So he's a wizard.
I don't think he's a wizard.
No, they're just getting lost. It's the United States military. I've worked with them before.
However, numerous weapons have been traced back to that island. So that's why an infiltration operation's been sent in to try and acquire the nanomachines and get any intel you can about the location.
Well, this all seems pretty straightforward to me. Just so long as you make sure that I'm equipped with my little black dress and assault rifle, then I'll be good for anything.
Sure. You'll be dropped off with what we picked you up with. Additional weapons, OSP.
But I get my assault rifle.
Yes, you'll get your assault rifle.
I pick up my... It says here meat cleaver?
Yes, you roll for a meat cleaver.
I have a meat cleaver.
I can bring my emotional support brain in a jar.
Yes, you can.
Bonta.
Anyway, the helicopter's waiting for you. Good luck, gentlemen.
let's roll! And we start squeaking our way out towards the door.
Come back here, and you see Commander Pliskin coming after you with a knife, trying to cut the zip ties as you're all scuttling out of the room.
Solid Snake could have done this by now.
No, he couldn't have.
Hey, you know what? At least we can all say Pliskin is not Revolver Ocelot, because that guy was a dick.
And he's dead. We made sure. All right. You flash back to the present as the helicopter hovers above the boat. Each of you jump down to the craft. It's an old-fashioned military. I can't remember the name of them, but it's a military gunboat meant for about 5 to 20 people.
Like a PT boat, like a torpedo boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
The captain greets on you. What is with my words today?
Hello.
Yeah. Greets you. You see him smoking. Hello, I am Captain Serdinsky. I am here to take you to Island.
Yeah, well, I hope so. Otherwise, we're gonna have a very strange boat ride.
I've had stranger. You are strange people.
How dare you! You apologize to my brain!
No, and you can't make me because I don't think any of you know how to drive boat.
Well, that's early but true. I've never actually had to drive a boat. Usually they're done for me, being a veteran and all.
I'm like,
I ask my brain if he knows how to drive a boat.
No, hang on. I need a voice for the brain.
That's right, everyone. The brain in the jar is a separate character to my character, and it gets to talk at any time.
Yeah, but it's telepathic, so you're the only one who can hear it.
I like the debut line of the brain. I was like, no!
No!
All right, we're keeping that. Do we want to keep that voice for the brain?
I like it. I like it.
No, Mike. Remember, and just so everyone knows, the rule when I got this brain was it has to be the worst possible personality and voice to whatever situation I'm in.
Somehow I picked Chuckles the Clown from Legends of Adventure, so I don't know why I did.
Yeah, the answer is yes, I can. Let me drive.
No, I can't drive, but I can fake it if I need to. Prop me under the wheel. Let's go, Daddy.
I don't have hands. I can be used as the anchor.
Yeah, I wasn't on board. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't on board until the brain in the jar called him Daddy.
Now you're there.
Remember, none of you see this. All you guys see is, can you drive? Can you drive a boat? Don't call me Daddy.
I feel like
only if he dies.
I feel like I could probably drive a boat.
You're welcome to try. I will sit in back and smoke and laugh at you when you hit something. Or I could just drive you to Island and you can relax.
Oh, I think we should just let the help do its work.
Thank you. So, I'm proud of you guys. It's 26 minutes and nothing's blown up. All right.
Yeah.
Some kind of a record.
Relax.
Okay. So I need to swap over to the photo of Newport Royal, but Sam's gone because she had to go do something really quick. So I'm going to try to narrate this without her. Okay. So after about an hour or so going across the cold Bering Sea, you see Newport Royal in the distance. Numerous military buildings sit atop the southern edge of this strange sloped island. Multiple hangar bays, barracks, and other military installations are just north of a large docking area. Further north, the island remains bare. No trees or other structures cover its surface. In the town proper, various mercenaries and pirates walk around, buying and selling various weapons and goods as needed. Among them are guards dressed in dark navy blue uniforms and balaclavas. The captain docks the boat, ties it off, and says, I will wait for you here until you are ready to leave. Gentlemen, the island is yours. The mission is yours. What do you want to do?
Well, personally, I think it would be advantageous to all of us, teamies, if we thin out some of the local area guards, just so we don't have quite as much activity going on when we inevitably return.
Oh, Sam, can you show them the Newport Royal? Thank you. It's up to you guys. It is now an open field map. Do what you want. I'm not
So
responsible.
okay, so are we at the dock? So we're not like.
Yeah, you're at the dock. You are free
I'm
to
like.
go in the island.
Was there a force field or something when we came in?
No.
Like I'm.
No, it's a port town.
Is this the island that was disappearing, or is this different?
No, this is the island that supposedly was disappearing.
I mean, did it do that at all, or were
No.
we just kind of able to?
You easily got here.
Commander of boat is he's kind of the goat. He just got us right in there.
Oh, he's better than that Pliskin guy, I'll tell you.
You know I'm.
Pliskin's such a joker.
You hear
what a
your
loot.
you hear your radios turn on. You know I can hear all of you, right?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Did you hear that with your 2 eyes?
Pliskin. Pliskin.
Yes.
Pliskin.
You're Pliskin.
Pliskin.
Yeah, I had a Pliskin once. It took me a little while to pass it through my, but it came out. I think, not to say that I want to give us a full suggestion here, but I think we should just move forward, see what we see, stay low, and if we need to deal with someone, we should try to do it quietly. I mean, he seemed to want us to do this as stealthily as possible.
Mm.
All right.
By the way, I've got my little black dress on. I've got my assault rifle over my shoulder like a parasol. And it has a parasol umbrella just sort of affixed to the barrel of the assault rifle. It doesn't hide that it's an assault rifle in any way, shape, or form unless it was a very, very dark and foggy day. But I just sort of carry it with a very confident swagger.
Okay.
So
yeah, you guys are free to try and find the buyer. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna, as people are leaving, I'm gonna hang back and ask what's the commander's name?
You mean the Pliskin or the captain of the boat?
The boat captain.
Servinsky.
He's. Do you know Solid Snake?
No.
Do you have you met him?
No. Why would I have met the famous soldier Solid Snake?
I don't know. You just seem like an important type of guy, so
I appreciate that. No, I've never.
You don't, and none of your friends or anything have ever.
No.
Okay.
I am boat captain. I smuggle.
Do you have an email address, maybe?
No, that would make no sense as a smuggler.
All right, thanks. I just walk away.
I gain nothing from this conversation, and you are a terrible person.
Yeah, neither did I. Thank you.
Once we move forward, I think I would kind of survey the area, just see do we have any guards nearby? Do we have any suspicious buyer type looking people nearby?
Okay, so there are guards walking around in patrol on the docks, obviously, some of which are standing at attention. They kind of give you guys the side eye, but considering the fact that there are multiple people in both military fatigues and dressed as modern day pirates, they pay you no mind.
Oh, look, everyone, we're normal here.
Feel so free. Still clutching the brain in a pickle jar.
I mean, they're not happy about the brain in the jar, and they keep giving that a double look.
I would like to try to seduce a guard into giving me information.
Sure.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Is that forceful or creative that you're using?
Creative, definitely.
All right, because it feels forceful to me.
So we're right. Are we right outside of this map here?
The map that's on the screen is the map of the manor.
Okay.
It's the map of the house where KII Tasker lives. You're on the island itself.
Okay, so we're in like a town or a city.
Yeah, it's a port town.
This manor is inside of. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a lot of this from me on account of how, for whatever reason, I can never remember where we are in physical space.
All right.
So
you are on Newport Royal. You are on the docks.
Yep.
Evangelist is trying to seduce a guard. To what end, I don't know, but I am both afraid and here for the experience.
So the whole island's under security?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling a 2d6 plus 1 for the creativity?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Oh, so close. So I kind of sidle up to a guard, assault rifle, parasol on my shoulders, go like, "Hey there, you look like you know a lot. You look like you aren't stupid. And I was just wondering if maybe you could share a little bit of that brain with me because I'm kind of dumb."
So for those of you at home, we are playing in Fists RPG system where you roll 2d6 plus whatever stats that apply. If you get under a 7, it counts as a failure. So the guard just goes, no. Hell no, man. No. Go away. Leave me alone. I don't want it. No. You're clear.
I have a boyfriend.
I have a boyfriend.
I bet you're pretty fucking stupid anyway. And I just kind of like turn on my heel and walk
Oh no, you're the worst kind.
The guard looks over at his partner guard to his other side, and the other guy's like, "It's all right, man. It's all right." He was so
ugly anyway.
He's so mean. So now the guards have taken notice of you, and we'll be keeping an eye out for what the group of you do in the future. Does anyone want to try anything, please?
Before I try something else.
Okay. I'm like, the thing is, I can freeze time for 10 minutes at once per game.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, it's really hard to not just pop that, but I'm going to save that until we're in the manor, I think.
Sure. You can also just look around and try
Can
and
I
find
just
the
try?
buyer.
Can I?
Go ahead.
So we're trying to find the buyer specifically. We're trying to locate. Do we have a description?
You do have a description of the buyer. He will be a man in a
Okay.
business suit. He'll be about 4 feet tall, mousy looking complexion.
4 feet tall.
Yes. Short men exist.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that's unusually short.
Is it?
So that's like
y'all are that high too.
Well, yeah.
Can I help you, Sam?
So, yeah, can I just do a quick lap around, like, or the guards preventing us from entering or anything? Do we have to sneak past
they're
these
just
guys?
giving you the eye now, and they're reporting on you guys to each other, because they're apparently a supportive work environment. And evangelists.
One of those. They called him stupid. What a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, keep an eye on them. But apart from that,
Can I just do a lap around the area and just kind of
Walk
scan
around,
and see if
take
I
in the
can find the
sights.
buyer or anything?
Yeah.
Let's see. Which one do I? Oh, tactical. I have -1. So if I'm trying to gather information, yeah, I'll do that.
Sure.
I'll use tactical. Sure.
Go ahead.
I'm rolling a perception here, trying to see what we can see.
Sure.
2d6, right?
Yeah.
-1.
Mm-hmm.
Hey!
Yo, 6 of
First
5.
success ever in this system for this group.
All right. So at a 10, that is a
I'm good
success.
luck.
Things go right with no downsides. So are the rest of you following Ben's character?
Mm-hmm. I am, at least.
Okay.
I feel like I would have
him...
tried to.
Yeah.
I would very unceremoniously just have left the group without informing anyone of what I was doing.
Yeah, but they're following you anyway. So Invisible Rattlesnake proceeds to start walking through Newport Royal, taking in the sights. Ben, you notice that the entire place looks like a very big military facility, but unlike because you got a 10 and you did pretty well, you also notice there's no dirt on this island. It's all metal sheeting on the ground. Whatever dirt is here has been tracked in from people's shoes and different locations and things like that.
There's no dirt on the island. The whole island is just
metal.
Yeah. Huh.
So that's
no trees, nothing.
What?
Are there trees?
No, not that you've seen.
Okay.
Well, there are trees, but they're in potted plants and things like that.
It's almost as if this was a man-made island. Sure hope it isn't a submersible that's got buildings on top of it that could move this island around. That'd be absolutely convoluted and nowhere near a Metal Gear game.
No, I mean
that doesn't seem possible to me.
Not like Kojima would steal plots from Danger 5. That's too crazy.
Okay. So we're on a big metal turtle. And do I see the buyer or anything? Do I see anybody who...
You do see the man matching the description of the buyer. He is currently sitting down at a small building that has been converted into a bar, and he is eating breakfast.
Okay.
And you can see there are 2 guards in the area nearby, and they as the group of you come up, they're clearly talking to each other and pointing at you.
I'm waving back at them.
They give you a nasty look.
They like it.
Guys, the brain told me he has a terrible idea. Want me to share it?
What did the
Feels like you're
brain
gonna-
say?
Yeah, it feels like you're gonna anyway.
Well, get the buyer alone for like 45 minutes. I could take out his brain and put one of your guys' brain inside of it. You'd be the buyer.
Is that... You can do that?
Yes, I can.
Have you ever done it before?
I think I got some experience with brains. Again, I shake the pickle jar with the brain in it.
Please
Yeah,
stop
we have
that.
noticed the brain. We have noticed the brain, actually. You do not
You
have
know,
You're giving me
to
the
it.
bends.
Conversely, if you give me 6 hours, I could amputate your legs beneath the knees and perform plastic surgery on your face to make you look like the guy.
Okay.
Mine's
Does
faster.
that take more or less than 45 minutes?
It was just an equally stupid idea compared to Brain Jar.
I'm gonna tap the codec. Tap the codec. Commander, whatever your face. How long do we have on this mission exactly?
You have until they get the nanomachines off the island.
When's that supposed to? Do we have a timeline of when they're gonna make the? Because he's just chilling.
Well, then.
So 40.
Then you can take it from him. Does he have the nanomachines on him?
Yeah. Hold on. Just 1 second.
Oh yeah, no.
What's your fucking
Yeah, yeah. It's a one second, and we all lean like this to see.
So
if we can see.
I turn back over to what's your name? Gremlin? Goblin? What's
Gremlin?
So if you're saying 45 minutes, you can remove his brain for some reason, and then replace it, or we can just put it. Could we put it in a jar or what? I guess I'm just 45 minutes, right? That's pretty quick.
I could go talk to those guards. I mean, they seem to know who I am now.
I'm maybe the cutting his brain out thing is like a last resort.
Give me the first resort.
But I like where your head's at. No pun intended.
Fucking. Stop shaking
That is
me. I'm getting scurvy.
It's really
I wasn't
impressive.
looking at the cameras for a while, so I thought you just were like frozen or something. I look over. Just
It's so
furious about
buoyant.
So, okay, Commander, I tap back into the commander. What were you saying?
Oh, now you need to talk to me.
You said we could. How do we find out if he's got the nanobots?
Why don't you
Can
look
I,
and
like
see if
scan
he's
for it or
carrying
something?
a steel case of any kind?
I don't think he would be so bold as to carry a steel case. I'd look to see if there's a steel case.
He is holding a leather attaché case, but it doesn't appear to be like a steel secured case of any kind.
Yeah, I knew it. It's fucking leather. So you're not so smart, buddy.
Well, perhaps
but yeah, they could be in a leather
the
bag.
suitcase containing the bearer bonds that he's using to pay for the nanomachines.
Do you think there's like
Bearer
a metal-
bonds.
Is there like a metal case under the leather? You think?
No. That's probably the money he's carrying to buy the nanomachines. You could rob him.
Yeah. Do we have an estimated timeline of when they're going to make the drop, or are we just trying to figure that out?
That's what your job is.
That sounds like a lot of responsibility.
I could just go and ask him.
Hey, yeah, let's move the plot forward that way.
You guys think it's real leather?
What are you guys doing? How are you guys being this timid? Go nuts! I don't care.
Unless someone wants to stop me.
Oblivion. I'll never roll if you don't make me.
Unless someone does want to stop me, I'm just gonna head over there and ask him.
Go.
Like, what's the worst that could happen?
All right.
You sit on one side, I'm gonna sit on the other side.
Yeah, so I just sit down. I kind of have my parasol that is clearly an assault rifle just on my shoulder. I kind of glance at the buyer as though I'm just noticing, like, oh hey there, you come here often?
Yes, I come here frequently.
Oh, that's lovely. That must mean this is a good restaurant then, a good pub, a good island establishment. That's great.
No, I hate here. People are awful.
Oh, I know. One of those guards gave me such an awful treatment right as I got off the docks.
Who are you and why are you talking to me?
I'm just an interested party in the goings-on around here, and I couldn't help but notice you have one of the most attractive briefcases I have ever seen. Is that a Samsonite, or where's it from? Who made it?
I stole it off of the body of someone I didn't like. He talked to me too long. Guess you're gonna have to roll to try and make progress with this gentleman.
I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm rolling seduction because that's my only real roll I have for talking, I think.
Yeah.
Let's go. Now that I've lubed up this guy's brain. An 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you lube up a brain, it'll slip real easy into a jar.
And vouch.
So you killed the guy all by yourself, did you? I've been not to I start sidling up pretty close here. Not to be a little bit forward, but I've been trying to find someone who can violently take a briefcase off another man for quite a while.
Well, you'd be quite flattered to see what I can do. I enjoy killing people and selling them guns so they can kill more people. I believe humanity was a mistake.
Oh, that's a really forward-thinking kind of nihilism I haven't encountered before.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell me some more about it, and maybe I don't know, maybe tell me what's inside that briefcase.
What follows is the oddest rhetoric of anti-human propaganda you've ever heard in your life coming from another human being. This entire guy's MO is clearly about the fact that he thinks arming the human race is a really good way to get the human race to wipe itself out.
That's so logical, and you are so smart.
Thank you.
I would love to know more. Maybe not in such a public space.
Roll for it.
I noticed there.
How
That's
the
an
fuck
8.
Did you guys roll so shitty in the test run that somehow we got to here? All right. So
Now it bothers you.
7 to 9, things go right, but there's a downside. So where are you taking him specifically?
To one of the dingy little bathrooms.
Okay. Are all of you guys going in there to assist with this beatdown?
I feel like I want to. There's a restaurant, and I'm a chef. It's like one of the 2 character traits I have. I feel like I want to rudely just get behind the counter and I don't know.
Okay, roll your forceful.
I want to get some good ingredients for if we need to cook later.
Go ahead.
You know?
Roll your well then, okay. If you're gonna are you stealing or are you just going in and taking it?
I think I'm going in. No, I'm go. Well, what do you mean? What's the difference between stealing and going in and taking it?
Well, one is you're rolling your forceful, the other is you're rolling your reflexive. I just need to know for the purposes of description.
Oh, we're gonna do forceful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll 2d6.
I got an 8.
All right. So here is what happens collectively. By the way, Byron and Tom, do you guys want to do anything at this time?
I feel like while you're talking to him, I'm just breaking into the kitchen.
Maybe you and I distract the guards, Tom, while this is all going on.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you two roll well, hang on. Tom's supposed to be helping Vangelis steal this guy's brain.
Then you know what? I'll go ahead and distract the guards.
Go ahead, roll creative.
Oh wait, that's happening? I feel like oh yeah, that's
roll creative.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I can't wait to come back and be surprised.
Hey, I rolled an 8.
All right. So here's what happens collectively. Byron, you go to distract the guards as Chris is guiding the arms dealer away. And they are suitably distracted. However, they now have you notice that they are taking note of your appearance. Ben, because you walked right into this restaurant and immediately started shoving food into your pockets, specifically raw ingredients, you have caught the attention of the head chef, who is now angrily yelling at you and trying to get you to leave.
Character name Angry Chef Man, right?
Sure, yeah. Okay, because that's happening, Evangelist has successfully led away the arms dealer to the back alley where you are being kicked out into.
Okay. Well,
so while Chris and Tom's characters, because I can't say Rick to Sperm Whale without laughing my ass off, proceed to try and hold this man down and cut his brain open, you're thrown out into the alley.
I don't remember that being the plan. That's crazy that we went forward with the brain cutting out plan.
Well, I didn't hear a whole lot of no. Tom, I need you to roll your tactical to see how well you extracted the brain.
Time?
What?
I was like, maybe this would be a good time to freeze time.
Maybe.
But no.
Oh.
How bad?
It was a 5.
Okay, so what happens is you just see Tom. By the way, Tom, what tools do you have to cut that brain open?
Bone saw.
Okay, you take out
a circular bone saw.
As you're taking out your bone saw, Ben's character crashes into the back of you. You go, oh shit! And the bone saw goes into the man's head, and you are all just now standing collectively around this arms dealer whose brain you cannot extract because the bone saw has gone straight through his skull.
Oh, so he's just regular dead.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Now we go to plan B.
Wait a second. Are you telling me that the moment your saw goes into his head the wrong way, the brain is useless? This whole time I thought you rip and stick. I thought we were ripping and sticking brains.
Look, it's brain surgery. It's not rocket science.
Yeah. Feels equally as important, though, I would say. If not more important.
So
really.
Byron, as your character comes around the corner to join the group, you see this sign of mutilation in the group as a whole arguing over this dead body. You do notice that the guards are following you.
Okay. I should have done this a second ago, but I freeze time so we can
I immediately pivot around on my heels and I look at the two guards and go, he is currently in flagrante delicte right now. You may want to avert your eyes and go back to your table. He's a little indisposed at the moment.
I don't speak French, sir. Byron, roll to make them go away.
Am I rolling forceful?
Well, you're lying to them.
So creative.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's a 5. Fuck.
So they ignore you and push past you.
Hey!
And they see the sight of the other three members of your team standing over this dead body. So now, Ben, do you still want to stop time? Or do you guys just kind of want to rob this guy and hoof it?
I feel like, yeah, because if I stop time, they can't move.
Okay.
So it's not really that useful for us escaping.
Yeah, but neither can we.
That's what I mean. You guys can't move, so it's not really that useful. I feel like we should just grab. Yeah, like I'll just grab the briefcase.
Okay. So you go to grab the briefcase, and you didn't notice this sooner, but it is handcuffed to his wrist.
Oh, that's fine. You should bonesaw his fucking hand off.
Tom, are you gonna try and bonesaw the hand off?
Bonesaw his fucking. Wait, I have a meat cleaver. I'm just gonna chop his hand off with my fucking meat cleaver.
Tom,
that's what it's for.
Tom and Ben,
it's literally.
Roll forceful to get that arm off while you guys are trying to escape.
Yeah, we may need the hand for biometrics later on, so yeah, definitely bring it.
I got a 3. That's not going to cut it.
I got it.
Can to buy us some time? Can I attempt to seduce those two guards in the hopes that they are just absolute sickos?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
You like what you see?
I have met. I'm a veteran. I have met some screwed up people in my time. It's a 5. So I just turn to them. There's some blood splatter on my face, and I'm like, "You all want to get a piece of this? It's looking pretty tasty."
So the guards. So you will just kind of settle along the guards as they're coming up to you. You're just like, "Hey, you guys want? Okay, all right, no, all right." So
they're just walking past me while I'm going.
Yeah, Ben, you are hacking at this guy and missing and getting the suitcase more than you are his body. Tom, you did successfully cut through the arm at the elbow. So now you have this suitcase. Do you guys want to run for it?
I would say yeah,
All right.
probably.
You guys start bolting through the back alleys. The guards are now calling for you all. Well, they're now radioing each other that you guys have successfully murdered the buyer.
I'm gonna get in the code and go like, maybe we should just head to the manor and see if we can salvage the situation of exchange of goods.
Yeah.
Perhaps the owner of the nanomachines doesn't really care who gives him the whatever bonds.
I mean, money all spends the same, right?
And maybe he's a sicko and he'll be into it if there's all that blood all over the briefcase. Maybe he'll be down with this.
We're not sickos though. We're normal.
No.
We're normal. Yeah. No,
I'm perfectly normal. I'm just using my veteran's experience. I've met a lot of sickos who are like, "Ooh, you cut off that hand. I'm horny." So I'm just hoping that we encounter someone who might see our side of this.
Sure. All right. You guys need to navigate your way to the manor without getting caught. Can all of you please roll I'm going to say reflexive.
Okay.
All right. So that's just 2.
I got an 11.
I too got an 11.
I rolled a 5 for the third time in a row.
I got a freaking 12. I am Solid Snake, dude. You can't see me.
Okay.
That's his catchphrase, right? Is you can't see me?
No, that's not his catchphrase at all. That's John's
famous Solid Snake.
I'm pretty sure that I know Solid Snake, and that is
my time is now.
Let's get
you can't see me.
No, that is John Cena's.
I'm so stealthy. He does this and he goes, "I'm so stealthy."
No, he doesn't. He's never done that. Ever.
I would know. I hang up on you.
No, he hasn't. Shut up. All right. So, okay, hang on. I got to frame this right. So, most of you, okay, so for 2 of you, it goes right just fine. There is no downside. Ben, your character is so successful, you find a back route that all of you can take. However, Chris, because you botched so bad, you get lost from the group.
I just codec in, where the fuck are you?
As you yell this in the middle of the street, several guards are approaching you. Can someone roll tactical to please get him out of there?
I got an 8.
Not me.
Got an 8? Okay. That is, things go right with the downside. Tom, what is your stand's ability? I can't remember.
Telekinesis. I have a stand, like an actual just stand from JoJo.
So you hold out your brain in a jar. And the brain goes, "Oh, I'll get him out of there." And Vangelis proceeds to float out of the sky. Like, you know how when you're using clip art across MS Paint and you drag it up slowly?
You mean like how we see in every Neil Breen movie?
Yeah, every Neil Breen movie. And he's just jaggedly moved up.
Oh, okay. While that's happening, I look down at all the guards. I just try to salvage the situation. And I just yell, "Behold my power, you fucking worms!"
Okay.
Sam, how is the chat enjoying this?
Dramatic.
Are they enjoying this? This feels so.
They are enjoying.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
They're very scared that Chris is flirting.
Yeah.
So you float up in a clip art, pulling an image across MS Paint way, and you drop him in the back alley with all of you. Tom, I'm going to assume because there's complications, you do drop him from a high height, and he crashes among the garbage cans and boxes in the back.
It's not an exact science.
Yeah.
What's in the? Is there anything specific in those garbage? Is it just general garbage trash?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, I clamber out.
The occasional body that's been stripped of any equipment, leftover food waste, cardboard boxes that have just been kind of abandoned.
I clamber out and I have that one specific banana peel just on my shoulder.
Okay, it's your corsage.
Flick it off. This is,
right.
you know. Thanks for the assist, Could have done better with the landing, but you know, who am I to complain? I landed. There was also a man in there. It was not too bad a landing. I think the bones cushioned it a little bit. My hips hurt.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let's keep going.
All right. You guys want to make your way to the manor? Okay.
Yes.
Because it's gone so well for you.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got the
we
party
have
back
the top of
together,
the
right?
guards. We're doing great.
Mm-hmm.
Crushing it.
All right. You arrive at the manor.
Okay.
Tasker's mansion looks suspiciously like a large house stolen from somewhere else and then transported onto the island. Mostly due to the fact that there are large harpoon marks in the side of the building, and the entire foundation appears extensively damaged like it's the house from Up. That being said, it looks like a typical one-floor manor that would be far more at home in the Caribbean than the cold winters of the Bering Sea. Sam, can I get Tasker's manor? No, the outside shot. So, you guys have a map of the manor. Yeah. Pliskin gave you the map. You know that the marked rooms, the rooms that are marked with numbers are the ones that they know where there's something in it. Otherwise, they would be otherwise nondescript rooms. So, how do you want to approach this? There are 2 guards at the front door currently.
I mean, my only weapon is a freaking meat cleaver, so I'm like, taking out a guard is like.
I mean, 3 of you have sharp objects. So technically, if y'all just aim for the throats, they can't scream. Not to put it morbidly, just pragmatically.
Watch and learn, gentlemen. And I walk up to the 2 guards. I go to one of the guards and go, excuse me, I'm looking for the hotel named Casa de Bedo. I'm assuming this isn't it. So I'm assuming it's back in town, somewhere that way.
Okay, Tom, that is a creative roll. Would you roll that, please?
While I'm asking that, I'm going to instruct my stand to strangle the other guard.
Okay.
He is invisible and cannot be seen.
All right. That is a forceful roll. What is the damage your stand does?
I don't know. Doesn't have stats.
Okay. Where is supposed to be replaced?
And should I be rolling telekinetic for the stand then?
Well, it's not telekinetic, it's creative to control the stand.
Okay, so I'll roll creative then.
Yeah.
3.
3? Oh,
3.
Snake eyes. All right.
A 1 and a 1 with a +1.
Yeah.
So
look, that's the lowest I could have rolled.
So Tom, here's what happens. As you are talking to the one guard, the other guard proceeds to start making some very obscene moaning sounds, and you realize that your stand's attempts to strangle this man has devolved considerably into the nicest massage he has ever gotten for his neck and shoulders in his entire life.
I look fucking livid.
In fact, he is so relaxed now, he has better stats.
Is he more seducible now? I feel like that would, I feel like
he did so badly on that roll. In no way should it benefit any of you in any fucking capacity.
I mean,
I'm too pissed. I'm just watching this going like,
it is
the fucking brain guy. The brain guy got the pervert and not me.
Well, so any chance of stealth is like, so are we all detected at this point?
He's detected. None of you have left stealth.
Okay. Can I just try to do can I just try to choke one of them out?
Sure.
Like, can I sneak the guy who's getting, I mean, he has better stats, so I guess I wouldn't. I'll go for the guy that's getting a massage right now.
Yeah. You're going to try and choke him
and
out
I'll just
at the same
try
time?
to choke him out. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh, he's dead as fuck right now.
I'll try to take over
Okay.
the situation. Is that tactical or forceful?
That's forceful. You're trying to hurt him.
Perfect, because my tactical.
And I'll tell you what damage you roll.
I'm not even trying to necessarily. I'm just trying to do non-lethal. I'm just trying to.
All right. So you got
Get
a
rid of
9.
the
So
guy.
you do come up behind him to strangle him.
Okay.
However, his partner will notice you. We have to roll the damage.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
The damage of the strangling. What do I roll?
You roll 2d6 and you take the worst of the 2 dice.
2d6. It's a 1.
All right. You have dealt 1 damage to the guard.
Cool. I just kind of gave him a little hug from behind. It gets more and more intimate over here with this guard.
Yep.
I look pissed. I just look pissed.
All right.
I'm not even enjoying it. Like,
No,
I
he's
could be
not.
smelling his hair,
So-
but I'm not.
Byron, did you want to try and do anything?
See, I had a way to deal with this, but with 2 of our people in there dealing with the combatants, I'm not going to throw an AoE attack into this. So I'm going to stay in stealth for now until I see that the situation has escalated, and at which point AoE it'll be an AoE time.
Okay.
What's the old saying? Only smart people rush in, right? Only really smart people rush in.
No one has ever
Yeah,
said
only-
that.
Yeah.
No one has ever said that.
Only the room.
I mean, no, that's how you fist. You go in fast
Yeah.
and hard and without any thought.
I know a lot about fisting, and that is precisely the kind of mindset that you need.
Yeah, it feels like it would need some premeditation. You know, I feel like I would have to think about it
Yeah.
for a while.
All right.
First.
So going on to what is going on. All right. So the guards are going to try to shoot you guys with their machine guns. Okay.
I'm still in stealth then, right? Like, 'cause I'm just kind of like watching.
Yeah, you're in stealth.
Livid.
You haven't jumped
2
out.
of us are still hidden.
So
Yeah.
both Tom and Ben have to roll reflex to get the hell out of the way of the bullet shots.
Okay.
Okay.
Reflexive, right?
Yep.
That's a 4. That's not good. Mine's getting shot. Nice.
All right. So Ben, I'm going to try to shoot you first.
True.
6. You take 3 damage. And Tom, you're only going to take
Ouch.
You're only going to take 1 damage from the bullet that grazes you. So they've tried to shoot at both of you, and you both have been wounded.
All right, so I'm down to 5 HP.
I regret my decision.
What do you
I regret
guys
nothing.
So what do you guys want to do to try and hurt these guys and take them out?
Brain, kill them.
Okay.
I just
Big Daddy.
I mean, I guess I'm
Yes, Daddy.
now that I've been shot, I'm just gonna take the meat cleaver to the guy that I've already damaged.
Go for it. Roll forceful to attack him with the meat cleaver, and anyone else can get involved in this fight too.
Yeah, I'm gonna advance on the guard who was getting the massage. I'm gonna do something forceful.
Sure.
So I'll roll forceful, which is just the 2d6, I believe.
6 is not a success, right? 7 is.
7 and better. So
Damn.
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
I'm having bad rolls here.
All right. So Ben, you miss with your cleaver, and you shatter
he's
Tom's
right
brain
there.
in a jar.
Oh, cool.
Tom, you will need to find a new brain and perhaps a new jar.
Oh God! Ew! No.
Chris, can you roll the
Oh,
damage
God,
on
it's like-
your weapon, please?
It touched my hand. Ugh.
Yeah. Once I do this, I'll describe what I did because it's going to be contextual.
Yeah.
Sorry
Okay,
about
it's
your
2 damage.
brain. Ugh.
2 damage?
Sorry about
Yeah.
brain in a jar.
All right.
So I walk up, I move up on the soldier who's getting the massage, and I just I close my parasol and point it straight at his groin. I'm bringing back some of my old tech from Fallout.
All right.
And I'm just like, let me show you. There's a 45-minute cutscene as I do this that we're just skipping past.
Okay.
Wherein I describe why I ricked a sperm whale. When my wrath is called down, I introduce and explain why they call my parasol the sperm killer.
Okay.
And I try to blow his groin off
And this-
into fine red mist.
And this is to the massaged one, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want him to enjoy this anymore.
All right, cool. By shooting him in the groin, you have done enough damage to kill him. His contemporary is still alive, however. Sam, are you alive? You look like you're dead.
I might have died.
Why have you died?
Because.
All right, you have shot him in the groin in this very awkward fight. Byron, did you want to do anything?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna the one that was just massaged and got his groin taken out. I'm gonna head over and I'm gonna use my bone saw to remove his brain, so that way Tom has a new brain to use.
There is still an intact guard who hasn't been taken out yet.
Oh, fine. I walk up behind him. I use the bone saw, just touch him right on the spinal column to paralyze
Go
him.
ahead, roll forceful to see if you do it.
Forceful.
Yeah, that's kinder.
It's
That's a 5.
that's a war crime.
I shattered the other brain jar.
You missed and hit the other guard in the brain.
Just a gentle tap on the spine to paralyze somebody gone horribly wrong. Ooh.
I don't have my emotional support brain. My emotions are not supported.
Is it bad if it touched me?
It's fine. You just have brain on your hands.
No, I'm asking him. Is it bad if because it's his brain? Is it...
The guard is going to try to run away to get help.
Do I need to wash my hands?
Okay.
Before he does that, I am going to use whatever remains of the jar to stab him violently.
All right, sure.
While screaming, "You killed my friend! You killed my friend! Why would you do that?"
Roll forceful.
Come on, please don't suck. Yay!
Okay.
All right, cool.
There's some numbers.
Roll
on the board.
1d6 for the improvised weapon. 3.
3.
You stab him in the back of the neck. Well, you're trying to stab him through his body armor because you weren't specific about where you hit him. He is badly injured. He is still standing, however. Does anyone else want to try and take him out?
I mean, is he still standing, but he's like stabbed. He's hobbled slightly. He's like bleeding. Okay. I'm gonna go for a seduce.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's gonna work out great. This is gonna work out great.
Let me add the +1 because I do have to get creative to pull this off.
Sure. Fuck you.
11.
All right. So
I move right up on him.
Yeah.
I move right up on him.
Yeah.
Arm around his shoulder. I open my parasol again to just put it over both of us, and as comfortingly as possible. It's like, hey, listen, hey, don't worry about it.
But I've been shot.
Yeah, but look, I'm here to help you out, all right? And
but I've been shot.
Has he got like any blood coming out of his mouth or anything?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna like dab his lip a little bit with a handkerchief, just like, hey, you wear it really well, you know?
Oh, really? Thank you.
And like I know my friends.
Really nice.
Oh, well, I know my friends are a little bit forceful about things, but don't worry.
Because one of them stabbed me with a brain jar.
Oh, it's fine though. It's fine though, because your brain's intact, right?
Yeah.
We're able to have this conversation.
Yeah.
And your friend's brain, we think it's intact as well. Is it intact?
I think so.
Oh,
think, have we managed to damage the other guy at all?
Listen,
Yeah.
I was just like stroking his cheek, like we don't even need your brain.
You don't?
No, so why don't you just sit down for a second? There's no rush here. You're not in any serious danger of having your brain removed, okay? Okay, why don't you sit down?
You're mentioning
You will not get stabbed again.
Yeah. Hold him steady.
You're doing this
I just-
in the middle of the boss's house.
I'm just aiming the parasol behind me a little bit, just try to cover it a bit. Like, hey, listen, have I ever told you
Find me
about?
a jar!
Have I ever told you about my friend here, the sperm killer?
No.
Settle for a vase if we can't find one!
Do you want this all to just go away? This horrible mess you're in?
Sure, yeah.
Because I know it's probably scary. Why don't you just hold still for a second? I'm just like putting the barrel of my assault rifle right up to his groin, just like.
All right. Go ahead.
Are you?
They have like a fish tank. How
I'm
long
gonna
does it last?
I'm gonna let you guys roll creative to try and find a new vessel to hold this brain in. Chris, I need you to roll tactical.
So like a
to shoot-
5-second rule for the brain? Or like what's up?
Yeah.
Is it still good? Like, I feel like it's kind of not good anymore, right? If it
Oh,
falls
3-second
down.
rule for the brain. Hold on. I got it.
A little bit late, but thanks for playing.
I think that thanks is gonna get retracted considering where you showed up at.
I'm gonna do a tactical roll.
Okay, hang on.
I rolled a
gotta check
4.
this. Fuck off. All right. So, Vangelis, you shot yourself in the foot to give yourself 1 damage. Tom.
Good.
And I'm just trying to I'm just getting even closer to the guard, like, oh, that fucking hurts.
Oh my god, you got shot in the foot. Are you okay? Now, Tom, you did successfully extract the brain from the guy's head. However, the only vessel you could store it in was a small, very wet Amazon box, which you found in the garbage earlier. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So we still have 1 guard left. Chris has shot himself in the foot.
Oh my ooh, fucking foot hurts. But it's not your fault, you know?
Where were you aiming?
Oh, I was just gonna try to kill his sperm. It's just a thing I like to do.
Why would you kill my sperm?
You don't need
like
him
that's a
anymore.
Yeah, I do. I want to have a long life with kids.
Oh, honey, you are not gonna have a long life.
Why not?
You don't need it. And I'm kind of like, I'm kind of glancing back. I'm assuming maybe they've made some progress, and I'm just kind of glancing at the bone saws now. I'm kind of like,
Ben, what are you trying to do?
Well, so did we get the guy's brain?
You have the brain in an Amazon,
it's
a wet Amazon box right now.
Okay.
You still have 1 guard, and Chris has shot himself in the foot. Would anyone like to try and kill the guard?
I mean, go ahead.
Time to work out the new brain and get the kinks out.
Okay.
All right, Brainy 7, kill.
All right, boss.
And yeah, like I guess it's all I have is a meat cleaver, so no matter who I kill or how, it's gonna feel
What
psychotic.
the fuck happened? I didn't see the roll.
It's a 4.
All right. So
We love failing.
So your brain in a jar proceeds to start massaging the shoulders again of this guard and is actually stitching up his wounds. He has lost 1 damage.
Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna go for the neck. Is this the guy that we just told he wasn't gonna get stabbed?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, a cleaving's technically not a stabbing,
All right.
so
correct.
You're not a liar, and
We
that's the
we
thing you
didn't
can't
lie.
afford to be.
yeah, like our reputation
That's
is at stake.
You
There's
know,
hard lines that we're not willing to cross.
You could be
We're
brain thieves,
murderers,
but liars
brain
is
thieves.
where the line is.
Yeah.
you don't lie.
What, dude? We can't roll ourselves out of a wet.
It's
We cannot
happening.
roll ourselves out of a wet paper box.
No, we rolled a brain into a wet paper box. We can't get out.
You guys have a success banked by the audience. You could use it. You know that, right?
You just
It just feels
Fine.
embarrassing to use
Are you-
something that someone bought for the first 2 guards in the campaign. You know.
Fine,
well,
Mike.
I mean,
I walk up.
look
and I
at
use.
look at. They're going good.
Fine, Mike. I walk up and using the D20 lives success that they donated, I Vulcan nerve pinch this guy and I just knock him unconscious.
There he goes.
Roll 2d6 and take the worst of the damage.
Okay.
I meant to ask him if he knew Solid Snake. Somebody.
That's 3.
Yeah, you easily grab him by the back of the neck and you bring him down to the ground. He is taken out. By the way, Ben, because you failed, you put the cleaver in your own leg. Take 1 damage.
The ability of our supposedly all ex-military, highly tactical group, our ability to just injure ourselves with our own weapons is astounding.
I proceed to patch us up before we even get to the bulk of the mission before we go inside.
Byron,
I pulled a muscle, like, no.
Yes, I'm
Use
using
your own
my
leg.
healing ability.
Okay, how much does that heal people for?
I think it's just a D6 per person,
Okay.
so
And Ben,
Well,
So-
we've both only taken 1, right?
yeah.
all right.
Also, Ben,
Then-
you
then
can
yeah.
try and roll to make food to help the group because you did steal all that food earlier.
That is true. Have we neutralized these threats at least? Are we?
Yeah.
We're no
Yeah.
longer in danger.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I'm at
No,
half
no,
health.
we are still here.
Okay, so what healing ability did we just use? Did I benefit from that?
Yeah, you did. Both of you got your hit point back.
Okay, well I got 1 hit point back because I had already lost 3. So
Okay, well then
Oh!
back up.
that 3 is for you, Ben. Hold on, I'll roll another d6 for Evangelist. And yeah, your 1 hit point of damage is back.
All right. So you guys all back up to full health?
Alrighty.
No,
Also, I keep
I'm at 5 because I got shot.
I keep forgetting. I also have armor +1 at all times due to veteran, and I forgot to roll it. So my little black dress is actually bulletproof, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
It's a Kevlar polymer lined something.
I was under.
Big
I
black
count
dress.
armor and dress as 2 different objects. So to me, you've been wearing a Kevlar bodysuit, as well as had a dress.
I like this. Yeah, I'm just real bulked.
Worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's worse. I like that.
It's like you're wearing your Halloween costume outside of your snowsuit in Canada.
Yeah.
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 All right. So you have proceeded to shoot. Do you guys want to now? You guys could go through the front door. That is a direction you could go in, or you could walk around the building and see what you see.
We take their weapons. Can I?
I was gonna say,
Sure.
can we strip them of weapons, ammo, key cards if they've got them?
Okay.
I disguise myself as one of the guards.
All right. So
Yeah.
each of the 2 guards is carrying a MAC-10 submachine gun, which does 1d6 damage. A bulletproof vest, each of them, and black fatigues and a balaclava. Although they're supposed to be blue.
Someone else can have the body armor. I just want the BDUs.
So if you wear the if you wear the fatigues and balaclava, you will look like a security guard.
I want to look like a security guard holding a wet, sogging Amazon Prime box.
Yes.
Delivery.
With
Exactly.
nothing unusual inside of it.
Yeah.
Certainly doesn't
Totally
seem
normal.
it.
Here.
Totally normal. At
Totally
which,
normal.
I feel like the stand has gotten shittier now that it's in a box.
at which point I go, oh, hold on, we need to moisturize. So I open the lid of the box, and with a spray bottle, I just spray some water in, and I just close the box. Every 15 minutes, and I hand you the spray bottle to Tom.
Yeah,
Are the developers
like a
still
reptile.
okay with what we're doing to their system?
I have no idea.
I mean, it seems like this is what it was designed for.
I hope so.
To do stuff. So I take one of the guns for sure.
Okay.
Do they have ammo I could use, I guess, to reload my assault rifle since I shot one in the nuts?
What kind of gun do you have? You just have what kind of assault rifle do you have?
It was just assault rifle in my sheet. That's all we really wrote down.
I'm sure there's someone out there who cares a lot about bullet calibers and how a MAC-10 submachine gun and an assault rifle are 2 different guns with 2 different calibers and stuff. But yeah, fuck it.
Oh, you know what? Because I'm already Rictus sperm whale, I have nanomachines in my assault rifle, the sperm killer, that assimilate those bullets because they're close enough in size.
Sure, let's say that.
A normal success
Yeah.
for the GM has been redeemed.
Sure. I don't.
There's a 20-minute cutscene we skipped where I explain all this.
Yeah. All right. So do you guys want to disguise yourselves as guards and walk in? What do you guys want to do?
I don't really want to wear that stuff.
Okay.
Like I'm perfectly happy. I can move a little bit more quietly in what I've got on.
I mean, I'm invisible rattlesnake, so like I'll disguise myself as one of them. There's only 2 of them.
Yeah, there's only 2 outfits.
I'll do it. We can like try to be stealthy when we enter the building. Seems like a plan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Definitely isn't going to fall.
We'll go
apart.
through the front door while they're discussing this.
Okay. So I want to make sure that I have this right. Ben and Tom's characters both are wearing the suit, the guard uniforms, and Chris has the gun, the bullets from the gun. Do I have that right?
I've got the assault rifle
You
and
have
the
other
vest,
assault
I
rifle.
suppose.
Byron, what did you take?
Um,
Looting
Body armor.
successfully.
Yeah, you know what? I pull off my doctor's coat.
Yeah.
I put on some body armor, and I put my doctor's coat back on.
Okay. All right. So, how are you guys doing this exactly? Going through that front door?
I said I'm going through the front door. They're discussing how to loot the body still. I wander in alone.
Okay. Tom, you open the front door. You odd ducks. The front entryway. Okay, hang on. Let me check my notes. All right. You find a very nondescript front entryway that shows a passage that leads to another room and then a set of double doors beyond that room.
Okay.
Do I notice anything odd or peculiar about what's going on?
This is a weird colonial style home in the middle of the Bering Sea in which it cannot possibly be warm enough for it. As you pass through to the next room, you notice that despite the actually roll to notice stuff. I'm going to have you roll tactical.
Tactical, okay. 6.
Okay. You didn't see shit.
Yep.
But there is a room to your left. There is a completely ordinary wall to your right, and a set of double doors straight ahead. There is nothing unique about the door to your right. I mean, there's nothing
at all
off my lungs
to your right in any way, shape, or form. It is the most ordinary wall you've ever seen in your life. Why? It's the kind of wall you had back when you were a kid.
Mike, I believe you. You don't have to go on. It's an ordinary wall that I know nothing about and I don't think twice about.
Yes.
So I scream at the top of my lungs, I got a package here for a KOA Mercer.
Okay. Ah, yes. Please come in past the library. Yes.
I follow the voice. I also yell back behind, hey guys, I got a package! It's working!
Yeah, I mean, I guess at this point I'm dressed and I'm like rushing to follow. We should maybe go in.
All right.
Now we've breached.
So the two of you have gone in the uniforms. Are the other two coming in as well?
I'm trying to stick to the shadows. I'm watching where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
Should I attempt it wasn't a perception roll, it was a tactical roll.
Yeah, to hide.
In that main room, just to see if I catch anything maybe that they I don't think they missed anything, but maybe just in case they missed something.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe like a wall.
It's a 9.
So first of all,
like some kind of wall.
The room to the left clearly probably has a whole bunch of guns in it. There is, at first glance, the right wall doesn't appear to have anything special about it, but you realize that it's slightly off-colored in a section of it, and you probably could move, you could probably interact with it in some way to see what is beyond it.
I mean, I would definitely go on to since my two disguised teamies are proceeding onwards, and I'm back to the shadows. I probably would go to just interact with that strange discolored wall.
Okay.
So you're saying it's not an ordinary wall?
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to assist Vangelis in this, just so that he's the same pair of hands.
All right.
What do you mean?
As soon as you come into contact with the wall, it slides away, revealing a large metal door with a latch on it. There appears to be no lock on the door. Ben and Tom, you guys pass through the double doors, and you find yourselves in a library. And in there is a very large, very stocky gentleman with a big bushy beard, who wearing sunglasses and greets you and says, "Hello, I am K.I.A. Tasca, master of the island. And I understand by the detached attaché case that you hold within you, you're here to make the purchase."
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Good, we all like that word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
May I inspect the payment?
Yes. I look furiously at my compatriot.
The brace.
And hoping he brought the briefcase.
The wet box is saying yes. Is that what's happening?
No, the guy who runs this island. You're meeting him.
Yeah, no, we're also saying yes, though.
I know you are.
Was that the brain speaking, or was that you?
That was Tasker. The brain hasn't spoken yet, but the
Okay.
brain would go, yeah.
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 Right. I mean, yeah. I guess we hand over the cash, right?
Yeah. So you hand
If
him the
we're gonna-
attaché
they're trying
case
to-
with the hand attached? Because you didn't take it
Yes.
off.
I mean, I didn't think of it, so
So you're just there
Potentially-
with this case with his mutilated hand attached to it. And there's
I
this
think that's gonna
awkward
give away-
silence in the room.
I mean, why would he care? It's still payment's payment. I thought we settled the payment is payment. Why would he?
I'm like, that wasn't there before. Or that was there when we found it. Either one, whichever one works.
So it just spontaneously became attached.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes.
I think you boys are liars.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Fuck is this shit? Well,
You considered
lie
no?
to him.
Can I
just roll
persuade?
creative and
yeah.
lie to him, please, one of you.
Yeah, hit me with the persuasion here. Hey, that's a 10.
Okay.
That's an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna persuade this guy. Listen,
Shouldn't work.
let's not get caught up in like what
Uh-huh.
hand or forearm is attached to what briefcase.
Caught up.
It's about the money. It's
Yes.
You make a compelling argument. Yes. Back to
Yes.
Vangelis and Byron's characters. Do you guys open the door?
It's a prop
I mean,
hand, that's a good
absolutely.
one.
All right.
Yeah.
As you open the door, an immediate blast of cold air hits you, and you see hung up on the wall various limbs covered in armor, as well as one figure. Sam, can I get the ninja?
Just show up and roll 20.
It won't show up in
Or is
Roll
this-
20. It'll show up in the stream.
Oh, in stream, I see.
1 second.
No rush. It has the PDF has a very big resolution on it.
Oh, that cold is actually really helping out that where I shot myself a little bit. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So you see this armored figure hanging there wielding a katana. He looks as if his body is covered in various LEDs that are not on in any way, shape, or form. I will go back to Ben and Tom. So somehow you have successfully made the exchange. So he offers you, Tasker offers you the metal case, and he takes the attaché case from you, and he proceeds to start yanking the hand out of the handcuffs. He says, I think this is an incredibly equitable deal. Yes, of course you'll want to inspect the merchandise.
Yes.
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 Stop
Yes.
copying me. It's getting annoying.
Who's
Yes.
You don't own the word yes. I feel like.
I do on this island. Yes, I do.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I saw it's hard.
I will inspect the briefcase to the best my character can, which is gonna be.
I'm still like schmoozing. I'm like, your aura is just infectious, man. I don't know. You're just kind of an aspirational figure. I apologize.
What is that? Tactical
Just
or
open the
reflexive
case.
for
There's no
instinct?
roll for it. You just have to open
I
it.
opened the suitcase.
All right, inside, Sam,
Mm.
you find not vials of nanomachines, but fruit.
Hmm.
Very unusual looking fruit.
I don't know. That's not nanomachines, right? That's just fruit.
I don't know.
like,
Heard these
like I
things,
say
don't
this
know-
secretly,
know
like
what they look
quietly,
like.
under my breath.
Yeah, we're whispering to each other. I don't know what nanomachines look like.
I don't think that's nanomachines.
I don't know.
I think that's just fruit.
I don't know. Should it look
So do we
machine?
trade the fruit for something, or
I don't understand.
it just feels like a lot of money for fruit?
Well, it's not ordinary fruit.
Oh, right. Yes. What's he talking about?
I have no idea. I thought I was following your lead.
Oh.
Well, thank you for your acquisition, gentlemen.
Oh, no.
But it does occur to me that there is absolutely no reason for me not to both take the money and the fruit back.
Oh, but
No, a
there
deal's a
is
deal.
one very important reason why you shouldn't do that.
What's that?
Deal's a deal.
Because
fuck are
we're
you doing,
secretly members of Fist. I command the brain to take the severed arm and hit him with it as hard as he can.
Okay.
Bonus points if you
slap
can make
him.
the dead hand into a fist.
Yeah, it would.
Roll creative, Tom.
I will roll creative, and I'm going to use my war dice on this one, so I get an extra d6, right?
I mean, revealing that you work with Fist while hitting someone with a disembodied fist.
A dead fist.
While playing Fist is crazy.
Yes, that's the crazy thing.
That's a 12.
All right.
That's
You
crazy
punch him
work.
in the face. Roll 1d6.
Oh, that's a briefcase, all right.
All right.
1!
Slap him.
Fear my telekinetic wrath!
So it's a jab. It does hurt him, but Tasker is not taken out in any meaningful way. And after you hit him, he proceeds to start floating in the air.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, that's fine. Well, then if we are to go to martial combat with each other, I'll have you know that I have no intention in engaging you whatsoever.
I feel like
what?
I expected you to say fisticuffs. You seem like the type of guy who would have said fisticuffs.
Well, then I'll incorporate it in my lexicon next time. Good day, gentlemen.
Oh God, he's floating.
And he retreats back towards the bookcases that part behind him, revealing a ladder, and then they close in front of him as he retracts.
Can I start cleaving the bookcase? Being like, damn, Dracula. I knew it was Dracula, dude. That's a Dracula. I told you. I know fucking Dracula when I see him.
You
And this guy's
goddamn
really
Dracula.
powerful. So he
But
might
we
know,
have the nano
know
machines! I say, shaking the box of fruit.
As far as I know, that's just fruit.
So, as
I want to break into that.
go ahead, make a forceful roll to get through.
It's a 7, just barely.
All right, so you are hacking away at this bookcase, and you do punch through. However, you can hear emergency klaxons going off all around you, and they're echoing across the island. Everyone can look outside, and as you do, you can see the dock start to be lifted off from the water. Okay, so let's say this is the island with all the buildings. This is the dock. The dock starts pivoting up like this.
What's happening to our boat?
The boat's not doing well. The boat was tied off at the docks. Now it's just kind of hanging there. And
What does the captain do?
massive metal plate that was underneath the
He's
dock
standing on top of the
starts
boat.
lifting and turning over. Sam, do you have the picture of the submarine? And you
Captain's like,
realize how
It is not my worst day.
how Newport Royal was able to disappear all those times when the U.S. military was coming around, because it is in fact a massive submarine.
Shock.
And it is in fact. Are you getting the other picture? Yes. Okay. And
This stupid picture.
this stupid picture from Metal Gear Solid 4.
Just give me 2 seconds. It's very large.
And on the side of the submarine is the image in a weird Mount Rushmore formation of 4 men, 3 of whom have mustaches.
Oh.
Mustache Island.
I'm sorry. Is that real?
Yes, that is real. That is an actual thing from the Metal Gear Solid games.
So that's Big Boss, that's Liquid, that's Solid, and that's Solidus.
Okay.
So
technically all kind of the same guy.
Yeah.
Well, Big Boss and the Les Enfants Terribles.
Yeah.
What is this? What's going on with us in the strange ninja locker? Like during all this, are we?
Did you turn on the ninja?
We didn't interact yet.
Do you want to?
Beforehand, we look to see if there's in fact two switches, an on and off switch and an evil or good switch. Because we'll flip the good and evil switch to good, and then we'll turn them on.
There is free mode and control mode, and there is an on and off switch.
I'm gonna make the case. Freedom is extremely important amongst we operatives, we killers. And I feel like control is not something that we will have over this fine specimen if we leave him in control. Is he in a mode right now?
He's off. He's clearly deactivated.
I mean the free control, is that switch in any specific orientation?
It's currently in control.
Yeah, I'm going to move to switch it to free and just make my 30-minute long cutscene case about the nature of freedom and that, autonomy is what sets us apart from the gun that I have slung at my side.
Okay.
It's at this point, after you finish your monologue, where I go into another 30-minute long cutscene monologue about how freedom is the right of all sentient beings, and I flip the switch.
Okay. Did you turn him on?
Oh no, it's
yes.
Yeah, right, free
cool.
and on.
All right, cool.
Free and on.
All right, so immediately the LEDs on the ninja wake up, activate, and it looks at all of you and proceeds to start screaming in agony.
Oh.
And pulls itself off of the wall, ripping it free from connectors, and draws its katana to start attacking you. And it's proceeding to chase you around the room and hit you with its katana.
Do I have time to attempt to seduce it?
Sure, Pookie Bear. Let's see.
Is there a limit on how many war dice I can use?
Yeah, the amount of war dice you have. Every time you use a war dice, it's spent.
So I have 5 total. Can I use 2 of them with this roll?
Sure.
All right, so that's 4d6 plus 1 on creative.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have to type this in. 4d6 plus 1. It's a 14.
All right, that is an overwhelming success.
You know, seduce the shit out of that robot ninja.
I grip the robot's shoulders and go into a 45-minute long scene about my past, the ways I was used as a tool of the military, the suffrage I have gone through, how I didn't always used to be Rictus sperm whale, but that is all that I am now. And I don't have a family, I only have this, the sperm killer, as I wave my little parasol assault rifle. And that you also now are free, and that there's so much you could go through, there's so much toil, and basically the amounting is like, you should be our friends, and also maybe you're kind of hot because you're a robot.
Yeah. I whip out a keytar at this point and I start playing the theme from Metal Gear 3.
All right. The cyborg just tilts its head as it's looking at you and just says, "Mother."
That's right. It's me. It's Mother.
Mother. And it just puts its hand on your shoulder.
We win?
Well,
I finally found you.
Protect Mother.
Protect Mother and her sperm killer. Yes.
Just the ninja is just nodding along with you.
Hey, kiddo.
Mom.
Why don't you come with me and let's go see about some nanomachines?
Okay, Mother.
And maybe see if some people are disrespecting Mother.
Okay. Whatever you say, Mother.
Who the fuck is
Mother? I'm gonna take the ninja's hand. Just lead the ninja like a child. We're gonna go and see what our friends are up to.
All right. You find them in room 1, in the library. They have cut open the bookcase and there is a ladder going down. You two see Tom and Ben. You see Vangelis and Byron. Their characters, and they are bringing along a cyborg ninja with them.
As you do.
So Ben's been chopping this bookcase the entire time, and I've been watching him eating the fruit.
Oh no!
Wait, what?
Wait.
Are you actually eating the fruit?
Yes. I mean, I don't know if it's a nanomachine thing, so I have to test it, and I figure humans can't eat machines, so I'm going to eat one of the fruits. Test it.
The implications are swirling.
Okay.
He brought us
Do we
for
have-
chaos.
Oh,
He
fuck,
brought
do we
us
have
for
a-
chaos. He didn't bring us to advance the plot.
Okay. Tom, you need to roll a new character.
Oh,
Yay!
fuck, this isn't in the monster manual. Shit.
So, as Tom's character starts chewing, as you watch him pull the husk off the fruit and start chewing into it, you watch as his body, the skin on his flesh starts to boil and ripple.
Oh.
And
Ew.
once he finishes it, you realize that a good majority of his flesh is mutated away. And Sam, you have that bio horror.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, this is what he looks like.
Oh, there's like a thing that happens when you ingest this stuff.
Yeah. And he is now
Okay.
a writhing mass of flesh and tentacles. And you can clearly see nanomachines going along in his body, trying to reconnect him and reconfigure him, but it's not working. Tom, can you roll up a new character, please?
Sure.
Well, while this is happening, I'm gonna just glance over to my new ninja and just kind of quietly cover his little optic visor a little bit. Go like, don't worry about this. Don't worry about this, kiddo. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm like, he's just sleeping.
He's just sleeping. He's just taking a nap, kiddo. It's all fine. He's got
just tired.
All right, Tom, I need you to roll the two numbers for your 251.
Like throwing up.
251 and 524.
How does that number keep coming up? Okay, hang on, guys.
He has a backache.
We have to make a new character for Tom's thing. Give me a sec.
Yeah, Tom has become
Kodacking in.
Tom has become
Pliskin.
the thing, actually. So,
Oh my god!
Hey, Pliskin, are you hearing anything on one of our comm lines?
He's sleeping.
I think he's having a little bit of an issue, and we might need to. I don't know that he's going to make it back to the boat.
I don't think he
Should
is.
we leave
I don't think he is either. We're dropping in a
Should
new.
we leave
We're
the
dropping
brain
in
in
a
the
new
jar?
person.
What about the brain
can
in the
do
box?
that?
Do we take that?
I mean, you can take it if you want to. I don't know if it's still going to keep working.
I would rather not
You
touch
wanna
it
just leave the
anymore than
brain
I
in the
already
box there?
have.
All right, so Tom, 251. You have the attribute flurry.
The ethics.
Are you writing this stuff down?
Is it alive?
Yeah, I'm copying it over on my sheet.
Okay. And you'll need to send me the new character. And for 524,
A seer.
a seer. When you have a moment of peace and quiet, you may read your divination tool and roll creative. If you succeed, the referee will answer one question about the current mission honestly. I'm going to copy these numbers down so we have them, so we can make you back up
Just
again.
cover him with a blanket. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if he's still
we're dropping in someone new. Okay. Holy shit, did that fucking happen? All right. I need you to roll.
discovered.
I need you to decide whether you want equipment, the war dice, or HP.
War dice.
War dice. Okay, roll 1d6. Okay.
One.
You get one war dice.
God dang it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Character. Just making a note. 251 and 524. One war dice. And could you please roll 2d6 for your roll in the group?
6.
15. 1 and 5.
15.
All right. Here we go. 15, page 67. 15. You are a cleanup. Described as a far-reaching and complex catastrophe which you are responsible for. Advance if you are meaningfully healed some piece of its aftermath or an aftermath of a similar catastrophe. You are a cleanup expert.
I mean,
I am cleaning up the mess that I made.
Yeah.
In a
there is a technobiological catastrophe, I assume, convulsing on the floor right now.
And I'm going to get your code name rolled up really quick.
Chipmunk Toyota.
You are not calling you. No, now you roll.
Fine. Chipmunk Bronco.
Okay, I'm rolling for you.
Chipmunk Bronco is crazy.
I want to be Rabbit Chipmunk or Rabbit Bronco.
Okay, 32. You are injured chipmunk. Happy compromise?
Yes.
All right.
That's why they waited to send me
I sprained my ankle getting out of the helicopter on my last mission, and on the mission over here.
So-
Same ankle.
Tom, in order to deploy you successfully to the site as fast as possible, your new character is loaded into a torpedo.
Okay.
And launched across the Bering Sea at incredible speeds. And proceeds to, just as the dome is coming over and sealing the submarine up, crash, just passes underneath it, crashes into the building, slams through the library, and impales your old character dead on. So it is now injured.
Gross.
And trapped. And you emerge with your new character.
I fall out of the torpedo tube. Like, I fall out and roll and go, oh, my coccyx!
What the fuck just happened? So,
All right, you just deployed the new operative to replace the one you just lost.
That you could do that this whole time?
Yeah, why wouldn't
you? Could just... Technology is more amazing than I thought.
I mean, we could have launched all of you on the missiles, but we figured that would be a bad idea because you'd all get seasick.
Oh. Yeah.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that.
Yeah. All right.
That's the concern.
Go get this guy and stop the submarine.
All right. I just probably should handle. I'm looking at the writhing techno biomass. I assume it's still moving.
Oh yeah.
Can I just unload about 12 assault rifle shots into it in the hopes that it ceases moving?
Sure, roll 2d6.
Put it out of its misery. Yeah.
Yeah. Something about this, I just don't like the noise it's making. It's unseemly.
You should shoot the brain too, just in case it's conscious.
It's a 9.
You know, you wouldn't want to live your whole life in a wet.
You open fire on this mutated beast and shoot it. You shoot your old comrade up as he's pinned underneath all of the rubble and debris, and his body shakes and goes limp. The brain in the jar, however, is still intact, which is because it's still in the Amazon box.
Personally, I'm not thinking about that brain. Now I'm just once again occupied with my new offspring, my new child, my ninja.
Okay.
It's taking him by the hand again, like, don't touch that stuff. There's nanomachines in it, and we don't know what those will do with you.
Do you want me to kill it, Mother?
It's fine. I think I just killed it.
Okay, Mother. Is there anyone you want me to kill, Mother?
Oh, maybe soon. Okay. We'll see.
All right.
I think there are some disrespectful brats up that ladder, but we need to check.
Okay.
Did that robot ninja imprint on you? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, he's mine. He's mine now. It's all good.
I have many questions, but I'll ask them later.
Like a baby bird.
I am its mother now, so we're all good.
All right.
Everything is normal.
Don't touch him though. He might try to kill you. I don't know how sensitive he is.
I'm as sensitive as you want me to be, Mother.
Nice to meet you, Chipmunk.
Oh, hi, injured Chipmunk. I didn't think you'd be along for this one.
I just got out of the hospital. I'm all clear.
You were on the injury. Oh, that's right. You were on the injury reserve.
Yeah, broke my leg, then I broke my tibia, then I fractured my spine getting out of the hospital that one time. It's been a long road to get here.
Ben, what were you
doing? Don't step on that seething biomass.
Yeah, more importantly, don't eat the fruit. Just remember, don't eat the fruit. It's not real fruit.
Oh, don't eat the fruit.
The fruit made him.
I was trying to cue up Ben to say what he was going to say.
You just don't eat the fruit. I'm gonna gather up the. It's in like a case, right?
Yeah, you just have to close the case.
So it's it's nanomachine. Do we have enough left? How much did he eat? Like one fruit unit of nanomachines? We've got the
I'll
nanomachines.
say there were 6 fruits. There are now 5.
I'll secure the payload.
All right,
5
just
fruits.
Kodak, and we do have the fruit now, -1.
Yeah, that part I got. You can try to escape the base if you want to, or you can try to go after Tasker. It's up to you. But your orders are to retrieve it and escape.
Gentlemen, I have never met you before, but whenever I'm encountered a situation like this, I ask myself one question. What would Solid Snake do in a situation like this?
Thank you. That is.
And I think he would go
Such a
after
good
the
one.
bad guy.
I mean, whatever that man did to our friend here in the puddle clearly was instigated by whoever it is that escaped up that ladder.
No, he did it to himself.
Clearly
Don't get
was
it twisted.
somehow pressed and negotiated
Nope.
and convinced.
Actually, like fully willingly, just sort of without even thinking about it at all, just took a huge bite of nanomachine. So, just to be totally clear, there
he
was
just
no
bit
honor.
into the.
No honor to his death whatsoever. I mean, I guess now we know to not eat the fruit, but I feel like we could have just assumed that.
Tom, were you just tired
To
of,
let my
of
dog
seeing
out
this
in
fruit
real
and all
life.
the other adventures, and you had to know what happened when you ate it?
Like, you said verbatim, you assembled us just because you wanted to see the biggest, dumbest escalation of things happening at Red.
This hasn't been that bad.
We've never seen what happens when someone actually eats the fruit. If there was ever a game for it, it's the stupid fisters.
Fair enough. All right, so you guys go to examine the ladder it leads down.
Oh, I said down that ladder. Whoever's down that ladder.
All right.
It probably has
Yeah. Is
disrespected
this like the-
mother.
Is this like the cockpit of the giant
Well, it's more like
submarine?
It's more like the roof hatch, and you have to go down.
Okay. I mean, yeah, even if we escaped out of here, like, where would we go? Our boat is like hanging in midair.
I still want to know what the captain's doing.
He's not doing great, I tell you.
All stolen.
He's smoking. He's smoking cigarettes.
Hey, can we codec the captain for a second? Captain, you there? How's things going over there with the boat?
I tell you, it's not great.
I have thrown up in shit several times
I
at the
am
same
currently
time.
enjoying cigarette, and I assume that my current state is your fault.
Captain, I'm not going to criticize you, but you did really imply a level of competence that I assumed would be able to handle a situation like this.
Yeah, I thought you could drive a boat. Why do you need the boat to be in water just to drive the boat?
Well, it's because it's a boat.
Thought
That's
you were a
how
pro.
they are built to do. And I can get
Yeah,
out
sounds
of
like
here
a
just
skill
fine.
issue.
But my job is to escort you out of here. So if you can get back to the boat, I can get you out of here.
Oh, really? Oh, really? With it hanging there?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. All right, I guess we'll see.
I can do sick jumps.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, guys, I kind of want to see those sick jumps. We should wrap this up. I want to see that.
All right.
Go on. I'm listening.
Well, why don't you can whenever you come back here, you get to see the sick jumps as we leave.
Yeah, we'll see your sick jumps with audible air quotes. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn to the ninja. I'm gonna say, hey, kiddo, could you head down that ladder and just have a look around, see if anyone's down there, and maybe they know you. You know, just see what they want to say. See what they want to say.
So the
Watch
ninja
out for
nods
Draculas.
and proceeds to go down the ladder, and there's a few seconds of silence before you hear, "Hey, who's that?" "Oh shit, it's the ninja!" Ah! And sound of constant automatic weapons fire, mixed in with the sound of a katana slashing through the air, until finally the ninja climbs back up. "There's no one down there anymore, mother."
Well, that's great. I guess,
didn't
hey,
find
team, I guess we're
Tasker,
clear.
though, but I found a hallway that he might have run down.
Just like Genji reflect the entire.
This guy, I love this guy. He's a great guy.
Do you know Tasker?
He's the one who
Is
made
that-
me, mother.
Oh. Did you like being made by him?
Existence is pain, mother.
Well, I guess we better
have
go
an
speak to him
RCA
about this.
port in my left butt cheek, mother. I can't sit down anymore.
Well, that's horrible,
I'm
and we're gonna
VHS
fix.
compatible, mother.
We're gonna fix you up as soon as we get back home because that's just unacceptable. I think that we better go downstairs and.
Behind at this point, we live in a digital age. Why would you need VCR?
I dream of death, mother.
Well, let's head down that ladder and see if we can share a little bit of that pain with your creator.
Okay, mother.
Remember, he's not your father anymore. He's only your creator.
Okay, mother.
And
So-
I'm going to turn you into an atheist.
Yes, mother. So, as you all go down the ladder, you see just numerous guards have been butchered by the ninja. and left in a mutilated state in this catwalk that leads deeper into the facility. Well, the submarine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna open my parasol and saunter forward.
Okay. You go forward, and you realize that numerous guards were called specifically to fight the ninja, to which they were all summarily dealt with in that very sick cutscene that you all missed. Until finally you find yourselves in a control room, and there is Tasker floating in the center, moving his hands, and all the different panels and monitors and keyboards are going off depending on his will, and you realize he's controlling the entire submarine from here.
There's that.
Goddamn floaters.
That's a Dracula. I've seen one. I know a Dracula when I see one.
I am not a vampire. No.
I don't believe you.
Hey, floating person. Are you an actual flesh and blood person, or are you a ghost, or are you just like an image? Are you actually here in this room right now? Are you a robot?
No, I'm a projection. I'm not here at all, and if you shot me, it wouldn't do anything to me.
I'm already raising my sword.
I don't.
You guys see the doctor reach behind his doctor's coat, and you see him pull out a rather gnarly looking grenade.
Okay.
You get a grenade.
Ben, were you rolling to shoot at him?
I did.
You
I gotta do that.
You miss and you shoot one of the control consoles. The submarine starts to tilt.
I rolled an 8 in my attempt to shoot him.
Okay.
The city-sized submarine starts to tilt?
Yes.
Oh, that's no.
Yeah. So can everyone please roll? Let me double check. Reflex to stay straight up. You can do it at a +4.
+4?
Yeah.
14.
All right.
10
+4. Ooh, I got too many spaces.
I got an 8.
I got a 14.
Yeah, so you're all easily able to keep your balance. Ben, your character slides a little bit.
Sure.
But it is still tilting slowly.
And it didn't do anything to the hologram?
No, because he's not a hologram.
Okay, I was just checking.
He's very,
I
he's
just
very
wanted to make sure.
transparently lying and is actually there and floating.
I rolled an 8 when I shot at him because he said, if you shoot me, and I'm a veteran, and I know that always means no shoot him.
Okay. Roll your damage.
All right. 1. Oh, wait, it's 2d6, isn't it? Well, whatever. Let's say I rolled a 1 in something.
No, it's your damage. Your damage should be for your weapon, which is 1d6 + 1. So you did 2 damage?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You roll 2 damage, but because he has a cloud of objects floating around him, they block the bullet.
Hey, why are you blocking bullets if you don't care about being shot? Smart guy.
It's
kind of seems like something a vampire would do. Looking pretty vampire-ish, my dude.
Can I just nudge? Can I nudge my new kid? Just go like, hey, kiddo, is he lying? Is he being a fancy guy?
Yes, mother. He is actually here. I can see his heartbeat.
Sounds like you got a heartbeat, fancy guy.
No,
You
I
can
am
see
a projection.
heartbeats?
Now get out of here. Well,
A projection that we just shot?
You didn't shoot me. You shot a nearby monitor.
Only one way to find out. Mike, I go into a fury and I attack him.
Sure. What does the fury do?
I just once per mission you may enter a fury state during combat. In your fury state, you may choose.
We're
in fury. Sorry. Roll damage against anyone who hurts you.
Sure.
So I just run at him, and I do damage.
Okay.
Sounds like
How much damage do you
We're
do?
gonna find out if this dude's really here.
I'm gonna punch him really hard in the balls because I'm assuming he's high enough that I can't reach his face. So that's closer to my
Go for the
fisting levels.
Everything you say, I hear Ben just muttering along with it. Just gotta get the balls.
Oh yeah.
Gotta get the balls. All All right.
Gotta go for the
Gotta
balls.
get those balls, man. That's where the cream is.
It is.
All right.
It's stored there.
So Tom, what damage do you roll specifically in dice?
I lose damage afterwards, but it doesn't say what damage I roll. So I'm assuming it's just.
Hang on, let me take
forceful.
Creating a character.
Unless I'm completely not reading this properly, which is always a possibility, knowing me.
All right, that was 251. I think was that ability. Flurry state. You roll the damage of the weapon you're using.
Fist.
So, okay, are you using the fist or are you using the automatic weapon from one of the guards, which was 1d6?
I didn't have that, remember? I'm a new guy.
Yeah, but you still walk through the hallway of dead guards.
Oh. No, I didn't pick one up.
All right, then roll 2d6 and take the worst damage. 2?
1.
Oh, right, 1. Yep, you
1.
Do the 1, roll 1d6 to see how much damage you take.
1.
Cool. So you run up, and I'm going to say that you got through his armor and punched him in the face for 1 damage. You beef him in the eye and you give him a black eye. But now you are exerted. Who else wants to try to attack Tasker?
I mean, I saw
the guy's there. He's lying about being a hologram.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
okay.
yeah.
That got obfuscated.
Sorry.
For me.
Yes,
so I just wanted to totally make sure.
Yes. Tasker is very clearly there. He is just lying very badly about being there.
Damn.
Well, Mike, you wanted us to escalate this, so in an enclosed room with all of us here, including the bad guy, I pull the pin on the lightning grenade and I throw it at him.
All right, how much damage does that do?
It's just 1d6.
All right, roll 1d6.
Lightning grenade?
He has a lightning
Yep.
grenade.
Ooh.
That's wow.
And he takes max damage.
So you
Let's
roll the
go.
grenade up in the way of in the face of Tasker. He just goes, "What's that?" And just goes, "Huh?" And puts 2 monitors in front of him to try and block it, but it still goes off in front of his face and just shoots his head back with lightning damage.
Excellent work, Stitch Tarantula.
I look over to my my teammates and is he a hologram or not? I can't.
No, I punched him in the balls.
So no, not a hologram. Okay,
All right.
Not a hologram.
Right. I knew that.
So you see
I knew that.
Tasker writhing in the air and proceeds to unleash his psionic shockwave.
Oh no, I hate
Everyone
those guys.
take 5 damage.
Does armor account for any of
Yeah,
is that?
your
I don't
armor
remember
will
how
make it
armor
dead.
works.
Oh, I'm hella dead.
You're dead.
I'm
Okay,
dead.
so it's
Operative
-1
death.
with armor +1. It's in -1 off that, so I'd take 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I have 2 left.
this. Okay, I also have 2 left.
Okay, hang on.
I should have cooked.
I'm gonna say that you guys had at least took some Kevlar armor off of the guard, so you at least have 1 HP.
Oh, I actually did. I actually do have body armor.
Yeah.
I have a bullet. So
1.
what does that reduce it by?
1.
Perfect. I have
Speed
1
jump,
HP.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Sure.
I'm gonna get cooking.
Yeah, you should start
I'm
cooking.
gonna cook a little. I'm gonna
right.
pull a little Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom portable pot
Yeah.
situation.
Full of Skyrim. Eat 14 wheels
Just,
of
like,
cheese
bleeding
mid combat.
You start cooking food in front of him.
I'm just like coughing. I'm like stupid hologram Dracula. You wait. I'm about to make a nice meal for the whole family.
Wait till I finish this
Fuck
garlic
you.
bread, then you'll suffer
I am
like no
gonna-
one business.
Fuck you up as soon as I'm done.
Okay.
I've got from the psionic assault, just got some blood, a little bit of blood coming in my eyes and my ears, and I turn to the ninja, I go "Oh, he hurt mother."
No. And the ninja proceeds to jump up and slash at him with his katana.
Okay, I have to roll for this fucking food. I have to roll creative. How many war dice do I have, by the way?
You didn't get any war dice. You chose not to get any.
Oh, okay. I thought that
Can I
chat
can
did
I
this
can
as
I
well,
lend
that just
can
went
I
for the
lend
whole
war
party.
dice? I forgot.
I'll allow that.
Let's see what it is.
Alright.
I mean, that's fine.
So, Vangelis, you sent off the ninja, right?
Yeah, well, I said to Ninja, "Hey, he hurt Mother."
The ninja lets out a startled gasp and proceeds to run up across the monitors to get up to Tasker and cuts his fucking head off.
This guy. We should bring him in all our missions. He's great.
Oh.
So Tasker is dead. You have killed him. And you watch as this ugly black and purple miasma comes out of his body and then vanishes. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And, however, the submarine is still turning. Could everyone roll reflex, please?
Yeah.
This time it has a +2.
+2, okay.
I mean, if you take my last roll, then that would be a 6. So
That's a 9.
I didn't use that roll for
9.
anything.
7.
All right, I'll let you use it. So, Ben, are you sure you don't want to re-roll? Because that's a 6, and a 6 is a failure.
Yeah, I mean, I was rolling for food,
Okay.
but
well, let's.
I feel like I'll use the failure on the. Well, I mean, I only have 1 HP right now. Let me just.
You know, if you fail, you fail. You just didn't. You made bad food and it smells awful.
Sure.
So, do you want to roll to see if you keep
So
your stability?
Sure.
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it's also +2. So yeah.
So all of you are getting through with it being a bit of a complication. So you are slowly climbing your way. You can't stop this thing from turning over, but you are able to climb your way back out through the passage and make your way back to the house.
I'm gonna just Kodak the captain for a second. I don't know if you noticed, but we got a little bit of tilt happening here, so you might want to be a little bit careful up there.
It's too late. We are already turned over. It means you won't see sick jump, but we will make sick escape.
So did we tilt the submarine so it dipped the boat back into the water?
Yes, effectively.
Hey, I helped. See?
You guys
we did that on purpose.
You guys can try and open up the hatch if you want to before you go.
Yes, that's what Solid Snake would do.
He's always opening hatches. I've read that. I've heard that he's always.
Nobody
opening
opens hatches like harder, faster, or more frequently than the legendary Solid Snake.
Mm-hmm.
Some would
He
say he
has
has
one good eye, and he looks right down that latch, and he says, "I'm going to open that."
I saw an interview where he was talking about his hatch opening addiction and how he opens so many hatches is actually a problem for his relationships.
Well, I mean, he was also, he smoked just to see lasers coming out of walls. Man's got addiction things.
You all know he created Hatch Chilies because of his love for hatches, right?
Absolutely. Even my kid knew that.
Truly my hero. What can't he do? You know, literally, what can't he do? Let someone tell me. Literally,
nothing.
Not age horribly in Metal Gear Solid 4, but
well, you know what he can't do is whatever kind of dumbass stuff friggin' Bliskin gets up to.
So,
am I right?
Can someone roll intelligence?
No,
I
don't have that.
Tactical to try and open the hatch.
I got -1 on that. Maybe isn't.
I got -1 on that as well. I don't know if
I have a base. I'll just do the base roll. Let's see if I can do it. I got a 5.
Here, I got a 7.
All right. So, Chris, Sir Vangelis, your character proceeds to start using you find a console and start punching buttons in, hoping to open the hatch. However, all you succeed in doing is start flooding the compartment that you're in.
So we're still below deck right now?
Yes, but now it's flooding with water. All right.
Okay.
Tom, your character is getting the hatch open, but you realize that because you didn't right the ship before you opened the hatch, the entirety of Newport Royal is getting flooded. So you guys need to gun it.
Okay.
Would you say we're walking up a ladder to get out through this hatch?
Yeah.
Okay. What a thrill. Okay, sorry, we had to.
Does the ninja just start singing that song for some reason? Maybe.
And you
He hits a button on his shoulder and a tape deck starts playing.
Look, I'm gonna bring the one Metal Gear reference that I have to the game. All right, I'm a professional, not knower of stuff.
So you guys climb up through the ladder, and you can see, as you make your way out of the house, that beneath you is the dock, and the area beneath you is starting to fill up with water, and the captain is driving the boat underneath you to try and catch you. And he just goes, "Come on, jump, jump!"
Oh well.
I mean,
Geronimo.
That's what we're all doing, right?
Okay, roll reflexive.
Kiddo, we're jumping.
We're doing we're to do the sick jump.
Yeah.
Is that
That's a
reflexive?
9.
Yeah, reflexive.
I have 3 war dice left. I'm going to use one of them on this to make it a 3d6.
Sure.
I'm gonna do the same.
Oof, that's not gonna work for
7.
me.
All right. So here's what happens. Okay.
How'd you get all those war dice?
I rolled a 5 when I got war dice.
Damn.
And you pick war dice and character
twice. I've gotten 2 fucking war dice. I rolled
I got
2
one
ones.
extra hit point when I took my perk.
So, Tom, your character lands like a cat on the deck of the ship. Vangelis and Byron, you both crash land onto the deck. You each take 1 damage.
I have the nanobots.
Ben, you smack into the water.
Great.
you know how when someone falls the
Taking
wrong
1
way into a
HP of
pool,
damage. Yeah.
and they just splay, and there's just this
Totally
ugly
flop.
smack, and you just start going down in the water.
I feel like I only have 1 HP. I feel like my character dies.
No.
And I throw up with my final. I gotta throw up the fucking because I have the fucking nanobots. I gotta throw them onto the boat. I have the case.
All right, well,
and
I'm
just
going to say
in
that
the water
the ninja
now.
retrieves your body and starts
survived.
trying to revive you.
Sure. I just want to make sure we don't lose the case
Sure.
because I missed the boat.
So, the boat.
Good job, kiddo. Good job.
I'm within an inch of death.
Yeah. Byron, did you want to try and heal him to get him back up to rights?
I will end up using that normal success to bring Ben's character back up.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I have 1 HP left. I could use a heal.
I'm gonna wake up and be like, "Oh, you should have left me dead." I'm in so much pain.
It's how Snake would have
I
done it.
knew that I died. I know.
The robot just looks at you.
The
Now
afterlife
you
is
know how
beautiful.
I
Fucking shoot me.
feel.
Vangelis, you get 4 hit points back.
Oh, hooray!
So
I saw the brain in a box on the other side. He said to say, "What's up?"
Hello, what's up? So the captain starts driving the boat around, and though the area is enclosed, he actually starts making it skip off of the water, making it do 6 jumps until he manages to get it so that it pitches off of a dock, angles downward like a lawn dart, and goes underneath the water. And for a few seconds, all of you are just underneath the water holding onto this ship, and the captain is still smoking his cigarette before the
A nano
buoyancy
cigarette.
of the boat
The same one.
brings the ship back up, and you are back out in the Bering Sea. Congratulations, gentlemen. You have successfully
We did it.
completed your mission.
At what cost?
Well, let's see here. The submarine is currently drowning, and everyone in Newport Royal is dying.
It's tough.
I mean, they were mean to me. They were
One of
all
your
mean
party
to me.
members died in a mutation incident because he irresponsibly ate fruit from an unidentified source. But you are
Which
now
remember,
members
kids, that's
of...
what happens.
What?
That's what happens if you eat unidentified fruit in real life. Is you turn
Don't
into
take
a
candy from
horrific
strangers.
the
Don't take
thing
fruit from
monster.
strange hovering men.
Yeah. But you have, but the helicopter is coming around to pick all of you up, and you hear the codec coming in from Commander Pliskin. Good job, everyone. Snake would be proud.
Pliskin.
Oh, why isn't it Snake giving us this congratulations instead of you?
Goddamn Pliskin. Goddamn Pliskin.
Pliskin. Your name's Pliskin? Pliskin.
Yes, it's my last.
Never met
It's
you,
like a
but I don't
weird
like
word,
you.
you know?
I just don't like the sound of your voice.
Pliskin,
It's got skin in it.
I need to
But you
say
have
that
this-
I'm bringing on my kid as well to the team. Let me introduce you to my kid, Fetal Sperm Whale.
I feel like the Pliskin, you know? It's
got a bad sound. Leaves the tongue
got a,
wanting
it's
like
got a
anything
bad
else.
mouth feel.
Yes.
The cyborg ninja is just looking up at the sky, glaring at the clouds. What did you call
We're gonna
him,
raise
Chris?
this child together.
I called him Fetal Sperm Whale because it's as though he was reborn from me.
Fetal sperm whale.
Okay. And with
We're-
that, we're going to end the mission there.
I'm gonna cook dinner for everyone. Please let me just.
Sure.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna roll one
succeeded
last
a
Go
time.
cook.
ahead, cook dinner.
Can I give you a
another
war dice for
fail.
this?
Yeah, here. Give me. What do you got?
Yeah,
How many you got?
I've got 2 war dice left. Do you want both of them?
Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
That's a 7 plus a 4. That's an 11. We fucking did it, everybody. We get to choose
Finally.
so many cool attributes, like plus 1 d6 healing and plus 1 any attribute on one roll. And you're
not a fist
pacified and
of-
nourished, everyone. So we're look, and we've adopted a kid. We're such a happy family. Dinner for everybody.
I hope that everyone enjoyed that game. But yeah,
Yeah.
your boat starts driving towards the helicopter as the wrecked remains of the fourth outer heaven proceeds to sink below the Bering Sea because you guys upended it. And that's the game. I don't have any more content. Thank you everyone for coming out to D20 Live's last stream before our hiatus. The audience survey will now be closing tonight as soon as this stream is done. Thank you for participating, but it is not about me, it's about my players, and we are going to reintroduce them starting from the top with Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben Briggs, and I'm just happy to be here. But you can find me twitch.tv/Ben Briggs Live, or you can find me my singer-songwriter project that I've been putting a lot of effort into is Down Bad Dad, which you can find on TikTok and all the other places where stuff happens. But yeah, thanks for a fun time. It's always a good time.
And Byron?
Hi everybody, it's Byron from D20 Live, and yeah, I had a lot of fun playing Stitch Tarantula. Metal Gear is one of my all-time favorite video game series, so I was happy to be a part of this game.
Tom?
Hi, everybody. I'm Trashman Tom. I know nothing of Metal Gear. I have played approximately 7 minutes of Metal Gear Solid 5, and that is the extent of my knowledge of the game series, so I'm happy to destroy something that other people love so dearly.
And last but not least, Vangelis?
Hi, I can't wait until we get to play the crossover game with all of my roleplay D20 Live children, Cumley, Sugmilla, and Fetal Sperm Whale, as they run through the dimensions. But you can find me on youtube.com/@Vangelis. I'm also on Blue Sky. I do lots of toy-related things and a lot of streaming lately compared to years ago. I like streaming a lot, but I also like doing toy reviews and spoken word pieces and etc. And I love being on here. Thanks for the great time and adding another child to my roster.
And we will see you all for Anime North in a couple months. Enjoy the long game footage that will be coming out in the ensuing weeks. Until then, everyone, as always, stay home, stay safe, and stay kind. We will see you next time. Bye.
I can't believe you all put me on a list, you traitors. I can't believe you put me on a list.
How dare
I belong on that list. I belong on that one. I earned my spot.